Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Amish, Shah, President of ALTR Diamonds. We're going to discuss holiday trends in the jewelry space. Amish, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thank you. Nice to see you too.
All right. Well, hopefully next year we'll be back at the Market Site studio checking out all the fun jewelry. It's always my favorite interview of the year. Let's talk about holiday trends that you're seeing in the jewelry space.
So 2021 has been a very, very interesting year. Starting with the last 20-year average of jewelry growth was around 2.25%. 2021 has seen a 9.7% growth in jewelry. Consumers have, during the pandemic, started connecting more with jewelry. And this has to do with their outlook in life. You know, just like when we talk about the great resignations, it's also about how they're looking at life and loved ones. The increase in jewelry is almost 42%, and that's what the growth we're expecting for the season. Very interestingly, the month of October had the highest ever jewelry numbers of $7.3 billion, according to the Department of Commerce. Of course, this has some part to do with the lower amount of travel and shortage of other products, but the jewelry growth is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Without experiences and let's say electronics as an example, you could see how those sector trends come into play here. But Amish, why have lab-grown diamond brands been making the transition from direct to consumer only into physical stores?
So digitally native brands, which is how most of the lab-grown brands that were born in the last 5 years, realize the importance of in-person experience. Jewelry is an experiential purchase, and it's very important to educate consumers about how these diamonds are grown, the recycled gold, and very importantly, they want to have the interaction. The magic of a piece of jewelry on yourself when he or she tries it cannot be beaten by a picture. This is what the brands have realized. And this is where you're seeing the natural trend progression of these brands in stores.
Right. I also think the consumer habits are changing a lot. Amish, I've been interviewing you for, I think, 4 or 5 years at this point, and we kind of always come back to sustainability. We know the ESG concerns are top of mind for consumers and investors. And I think of all things, lab-grown diamonds really does tell the sustainability story.
It's so true, Jill. It means in the last 5 years, if you look at the last 100 years or 200 years of, diamonds coming to the stores or the jewelry being made, that consumer was different, and also the choices were little. Diamonds were being mined, there was fresh gold being mined, and jewelry was being made. But as time has progressed in the last 5 years, what we have seen is that the consumer is now socially conscious and environmentally responsible. They want to make sure that the products that they consume, where they're coming from, how they're made, what are the components used, and very importantly, what environmental impact is it leaving behind? That is the reason the conversation of recycled gold became very, very important. And when it comes to diamonds, I think every one of us knows today that, yes, I understand that diamonds were mined in the past, but today, when beautiful diamonds are grown above the earth, they cut into fine, beautiful, sparkling jewels and mounted into fine jewelry. Why would you mine diamonds? And this consumer is now very, very clear that they want to stand for a better future, especially for the environment and for how they consume products.
Right. So as a consumer, if I know I'm doing the right thing for the environment, it tells a sustainability story. I can get a cut that is virtually perfect without having to injure animals, the environment, workers who have to work in the mine. It's kind of a no-brainer which direction you want to go in. So let's talk about the jewelry itself. I understand ALTR has a new line of unique diamonds and jewelry. Tell us about that and what trends you're seeing for holiday 2021.
So, as we were talking, jewelry numbers are up. I think the big trend that increased with lab-grown diamonds and ALTR, when we came in 2016, the first conversation was beautiful, larger diamonds that we drove where the engagement category had grown. The biggest growth of jewelry we're seeing is in the fine jewelry. Beautiful diamond bracelets, diamond necklaces, which I would love if you were in the studio, you would have seen them. Nice, beautiful, large earrings. The one part was aspirations. Men or women, everybody, if you look at history, has aspired beautiful jewelry. Today, with the help of using lab-grown diamonds and the fine jewelry art, where ALTR is now heading towards is moving that notch up in terms of designs. And we're also focusing heavily on fine jewelry. So in terms of cutting, very interestingly, is we literally recently cut a teddy bear, a nice diamond teddy bear from a single diamond for a guest, to now designing couture jewelry in unique, not only metals, but also in unique designs. For 2021, ovals and emerald cut diamonds are right now very, very popular, and diamond bracelets, diamond hoops. And one of the things I say, which I think a lot of times people don't realize, that most of us in the last 18 months have conversed a lot through our screens. The diamond sparklers in your ears are the ones that everybody can see. Diamond studs is the largest growing category for Christmas 21.
Interesting. All right, Amish, we appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you so much, Jill.